Hello mountain bikers everywhere and welcome to another show from Old Man in Lycra. This week we've come out to the University of Cape Town in South Africa for the prologue of what is arguably known as the Tour de France of mountain biking. Yes, it's the ABSA Cape Epic, an absolutely massive event, 8 days along the coast of South Africa, a route that changes every year and brings people from all over the world. So the plan today is not to catch up with the sharp end, but to catch up with one or two riders from the back end of the field. Yes, the old men in Lycra out there.
We're here at the Epic. It's our very first Epic. We're both relatively new to mountain biking. Been mountain biking for just on 12 months now, and
about 18 months myself.
So we're loving it, loving the challenge. Happy to have day one done. Terrified, but looking forward to day two. My goal is to finish and finish strong. So for me, it's the biggest physical challenge I've ever done. I run an organisation called the A21 campaign, and we're committed to eradicating slavery everywhere forever. So life's pretty complicated. Finding time to train just means making time to train.
I run a software company and own a professional road, track and mountain bike team in Australia with about 20 riders, and then I've got 3 children that are mad keen sports people. Training is somewhat a luxury at times.
One of our goals of being here and riding the race is to raise awareness of human trafficking here in South Africa. A21 runs a national anti-human trafficking hotline right across the country. We're looking forward to a hot shower, and I know the name of the podcast is Old Men in Lycra, but in my opinion we need to keep old men out of Lycra in public as much as humanly possible.
So 2 very eager Aussies there after the prologue, but I'm afraid 7 stages ahead of them, a total of 8 days, 624 kilometres and 16,650 metres of climbing. It really is a tough event. But what does it take to win it? We asked 5 times winner and Swiss mountain bike legend Christoph Sauser.
Well, obviously lots of commitment. It also needs talent, epic also luck, and you need a few tries as well, good endurance. And yeah, the last 5-10% is lots of hard work.
Is it more mental than physical?
It's a combo. I mean, if you're physically top and you're not mentally, you break, you're not gonna win, and the other way around as well.
You ever given a thought about the old men who ride the race? Those like me, the 50, 60-year-olds. What do you think of those guys who spend twice as long out there? For an older person, it's more to survive and come to the finish. But when we're finished, we're finished and we have all the amenities, and others are still so many hours out. And I was thinking a lot of them, that'd be tough. You know, we all need challenges. I love cycling. It's nice to go out of comfort and see what you can do, and to be proud. You know, coming over the finish line. I think it's somewhere in our DNA. And
some great insights there from a true legend of the event. And so while the leaders were finishing and showering themselves in champagne, we caught up with 2 very keen riders, Grant and Waldeck. Let's see how their week was.
Half of our team finished this week, the other half didn't make it all the way.
I'm the one who was left doing all the hard work while you were stuffing around in hospital.
So this was my 4th Epic and Waldeck's 3rd. We came here with an aim of a top 100 finish, something that we wanted to achieve a result together. But literally from the word go, things just didn't work out, and it gave us the kick in the pants and showed that the universe sometimes wins, or sometimes you got to listen more to the universe. And Waldeck ended up getting pretty sick.
I'm a big guy, I like to eat, and when I have no appetite, I know there's a problem. I was feeling a little bit feverish, and Grant knew he was babysitting for the rest of the day. We went back to the medics, and they kind of freaked out a little bit, put me on an ECG machine. So we were actually laughing because I ended up finishing the stage, and I still had those things for your ECG machine on my body.
And then on Friday, we'd sort of finally found a rhythm, and we were going really well together. And with about 25 Ks to go, as we made it over all the hard climbs, we were hit by a swarm of bees.
When Grant and I said, look, we're going to act our own age and we're going to ride slowly and just enjoy the vibe. The frickin' bees came. It was a horror story what's happened to Grant. I think he's lucky to be standing here.
I'm allergic, and I landed up with final count 41 bee stings, and yeah, basically straight off to hospital. And again, a lot more perspective than a top 100 finish. It was about getting off that mountain and getting to see your family again more than anything.
There's been a lot of casualties this year, and a lot of guys had the same sentiment, like kind of saying, well, let's maybe go a step back and enjoy the process a little bit more now, and not just go and train for the end result.
And you've got to enjoy it, because we've got to remember that there's a whole lot of other aspects to our lives that this is supposed to be the enjoyment and the relaxing part and the therapy part of it.
And I think maybe that's the charm of the sport. It's that it's not all predictable. We're out there in nature, we succumb to it to some degree, and that's maybe the beauty of it. I think maybe we try and plan too much in life as well, you know? So you got to take the highs with the lows.
And I'm afraid our Aussie friends didn't do too well either.
It was a great week. It was a tough week. I ended up dropping on the third stage. I'd eaten something wrong or done something nutritionally wrong. For me, I've only been mountain biking for a year, so it was incredibly educational. And I want one of those finisher medals. I set my mind on it, and nothing will stop me until I get one of them. So it could be the most expensive piece of tin that I ever buy, but I will keep on coming back until I get one.
Well, there you have it, a few very different perspectives from regular riders on this year's ABSA Cape Epic. Maybe next time that we can see the top riders making it look so easy, let's spare a thought for those out there who might be fighting their own demons. All of this riding has got me quite psyched up and excited. I'm quite keen to get onto the trails myself. Next week I'm going to be reviewing the new Merida 120, which I've been riding since December and having a lot of fun with. You guys get out there yourself, have a fantastic week, and this old man in Lycra will see you next time.